Guys, can I show you something special? I can't, it's this. I can't read anything that's inside to you because it's private, but I'll tell you about it, okay? Happy Thursday, everybody. It's Ptony, your friendly Catholic vlogger. This is my reverse to-do list. Whenever I do something, I write down that I did it. I started on a whim, and it's given me a lot of peace in ways that I didn't expect. I've been writing on this since since exactly July 10th. I started it on a whim, as it were. I was frustrated with how little it seemed like I was getting done every day. And so I just wanted to make it a little more concrete. What am I getting done? What am I not getting done? So I started writing down things as I did them, just to be more objective about everything, right? And the first thing I discovered when I did that was, I was getting a lot more done than I thought I was, which was awfully encouraging. I felt like less of a disappointment, but it's come to mean more than that to me. Like I said, I can't read anything that I write down to other people. Not because I'm ashamed of it. On the contrary, it's because I'm very, very proud of what I write down here. But here's the thing. Little context, ready? I have this tendency in my life where I try to meet other people's expectations. And in general, I'm pretty good at meeting other people's expectations. I excel. In a lot of people's opinions. I do a lot of really great stuff, I guess. But I've also been going to counseling since May, and one of the big themes that we've uncovered is that I can be so focused on what other people expect of me that I don't have expectations for myself, or at least that's the running theory for now. But so this book is a book of things that I did because I wanted to do them, and I am happy to have done them. Sometimes it's hard to navigate all the expectations that people have of us. I disappoint people. I fulfill a lot of expectations, but also there are people that I disappoint in my life all the time. And of course, there's also people that disappoint me. But at the end of the day, disappointment is part of life. Sometimes we're disappointed in each other. And sometimes it might be a good idea to figure out who's to blame for those frustrations. But at a certain point, it's just a part of life. It's gonna be a part of the cards that I'm dealt, where sometimes I'm going to disappoint other people in my life. And the question is, how am I going to process that? This book helps me to step back and ask myself, well, what is it that I want to do? What's important to me? And that is a game changer for me. A very positive game changer. So in a certain sense, this is a very selfish book, all about my desires and how much I want to do them. So I do have some safeguards. I go to the Eucharist every day to pray. If I'm going to be more focused on my own desires in life, then I want my heart to be as close to the tabernacle as possible. And hopefully, God willing, this means that my heart can be formed after Christ more in this time where I pay more attention to my own desires. Please, God, let them be fashioned after His desires. And as it turns out, I'm a caring person. Sometimes I like to do things that other people expect and that other people want of me, right? This book doesn't prohibit me from doing that. What it does do is it changes why I might do something for another human being. It's no longer because I feel obligated, generally speaking, although sometimes obligations exist, whatever, all the nuance, all the clarifiers. But when I do something for somebody else, it's because I want to. And that is nice. So I'll keep writing in this book for a while, and we'll see where it goes. Those are just a couple of the abstract fruits of it so far. I would like to give a shout out to one of my patrons, specifically Max and Maddie. Thanks so much for your support. I love you guys a lot. Next week I want to make a video about environmental problems, and specifically there's this concept called internalizing costs. Thanks everybody for watching. Here's a link to another video. Here's a link to my Patreon. Here's a link to subscribe. And I'm looking forward to the next game of favorites on August 25th. God bless and ciao.